Boom.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have brought my hat out.
I still haven't bent it. It's very I really have it more for show.
I got to be honest with you. I don't even know where my hat is.
I think I might wear it to play golf.
Okay. I golfed today.
Oh, everyone's warming up. I saw DeVito was on the golf course too. Because I got his location.
I'm positive DeVito's on the golf course. I saw DeVito at Cape Cod this week.
Oh, really? You bumped into him? Was it a plan?
I texted him and I'm like, let me know when you're here. No text back. And I know where he congregates, so I walked on over. He was hanging out with some guy. This guy he was hanging out with, Pete, had so many good ideas for how we should structure our golf game. I was like, Steve, who is this guy? He's like, oh, he's Jeff. I was like, this guy was throwing heaters on the golf idea. Jeff. He was like, you should do this game called 20. And then he's like, you should do this. And I'm like, dude, we're just gonna have some fun.
Thanks, Jeff. We already got a Jeff.
We have a Jeff, a good Jeff too. Hey, by the way, I have gifts for the pod. Excuse me, for the league.
Oh, do you want to get into it?
Nope, it's a surprise.
You leave it a surprise for everybody.
It's a new tradition I want to start as a champion. It's really so everyone remembers that last season I won, and it's going to be something that people will use. I'm genuinely having something people will use frequently, and I want them to think about me. Is that vain? Is that vain that I do that?
It's good. It's nice. You only won it. You say act like you won one before, but you only won one other one before. And you didn't.
It was like before we worked, like we barely worked. I didn't really have disposable income. The pot wasn't a lot. It's
yeah. When you won, what was the pot? Was it $1,000?
If that, $300.
That stinks.
Do we need any other decisions? Because we've got this week we're doing preview. Next week is next week post keepers. Dude, I'm a little worried we can't do Michael Turner next week.
Okay, see, this is what I was concerned about.
Yeah, go. Because we're going to be tight towards the end of the summer, dude.
We'd have to do it on the 27th.
We'd have to do it right before the draft, dude.
Yeah, right before the draft. This might not be the most in-depth Michael Turner preview.
Oh no, it will be. It will be.
Hey, did you pry yourself away from that Little League game to come on the podcast?
Dude, you see this kid, the Fairfield kid, one hitter?
One hitter?
They won 1-0. Kid threw a one hitter. He was perfect through 4. Leadoff double in the 5th, struck out 3 in a row, and then he got 2 guys on base, walks and a hit by pitch. They won 1-0. So
they the New England team?
Metro. The New England team is Braintree, Massachusetts.
Nice.
So one of the guys I golf with today, his daughter is going to be in 7th grade, so a year older than mine, knows these kids.
Oh.
And he claimed, I don't know if it's true or not. I trust Ryan. He's a trustworthy guy. He played great. Hit a 39 on the back nine. He would be the best golfer in our group. Sorry, beside the point. This team has lost 1 game in 3 years of playing together. That's how good the Little League team is.
Wow. I mean, every once in a while you run into an East Springfield and it ruins your entire season.
It does.
And maybe your status as an American citizen. So,
do we remember who the best Little League players were when we were in Little League? DeVito.
Steve Paddock. Hands down, Paddock.
Oh, this is where we need DeVito, dude. He would have so many in-depth views. DeVito, Paddock, Cataldo. Remember Tom Cataldo catching all of his catcher gear?
Cataldo put one into Rosie graveyard across the street. Yeah. On a bounce, though, right?
Could you name what team everybody in our league played for in Little League?
Yeah, I think so. Did you ever hit a home run in Roosevelt or no?
Never.
I hit one in Glacy. And,
never. I never hit one in Little League.
Shot.
The first home run I ever hit was in freshman baseball at Vadalato.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, come on. Let me see you. We got 10 guys.
All right. Which guy?
You?
Which year? You want to go
12. No, just 12. Just 12.
American League when we were in T-ball. Is that what you're talking about?
12-year-old Little League, the last year of Little League. Innes doesn't count because he was a year younger because he cheated. But
yeah, Innes was on the cops. DeVito was on the police.
Yep.
You were on TJ Collectibles or something like that, right? No, you're
Nope.
probably on the Portuguese club, weren't you?
B&J Electric.
B&J Electric. I was on Ben Franklin Savings Bank.
Yep. Lloyd.
What a team.
Lloyd.
What was he on? I don't know. Probably like Jazz or something. What was he on?
Testa. He was on Testa. I think with Breen. I think he and Breen were with Rick Villani on Testa.
I remember Andy was on the police.
Andy was police. I don't know what Case was. I feel like Case didn't make the American League.
Milford Police was corrupt. Yeah, I could see Casey not making the American League.
Exterminators?
I was on the Exterminators my first year.
Exterminators they traded people?
No, I was on the National League my first year because I didn't make the American League my first year. But the team that I was on was the Milford Exterminators, which I thought was the coolest team name you could possibly be on. We're just bug killers.
Do we think if you look back in the day that people like just left their team? Like, what if I just didn't like my team after 11-year-old season? I was like, you know what, Joe Plitka, don't want him. Could I have just gone back into the draft? Like, what were the rules? I don't even.
I got traded off by itty bitty basketball team because they had practices. They had practices on Wednesday night. We were going to Ward Hill for ski club, and so they were like, "You can go." I got traded from the green team to the blue team, and shout out to Brad Boyd. He let me wear his jersey when.
I feel like you and I fell off of a chairlift together at Ward Hill. Is that a true memory that I have?
Yes, I pushed you off of it.
Yeah, I remember that. You pushed me off a chairlift and kneed me in the face. Yet we still do a podcast together.
Yeah, you went to go. We sat on the chairlift together, and my poles were on your seat.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And you had to go sit down. You couldn't sit down, and then halfway off, you fell.
You just pushed me up. All right, Lloyd is commenting. Lloyd is saying,
"Oh God, 5 comments."
Talking about Springfield. Pass that, Lloyd. Slugger special. Yep. What was the one? I think the hot dog was called what? Pitcher's plate.
Yeah, pitcher's plate. But you got a slugger special if you hit a home run.
Right?
Home run. Yeah. Oh, after a home run, he even calls it out.
Yep. Case was on fire. There was a fire team.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. There was I remember going to that what was it called? The concession stand afterwards. Getting those blue gum, the blue gum that had the tattoo in it.
Oh yeah.
I used to love those. I forget what it's called.
I don't know. Slushies. There was good slushies there. That concession stand, dude, back in the day was the Airheads, unbelievable concession stand.
I remember the pitcher's plate cost $5, and I just thought that was so much money. Like, how could you ever afford this?
Lloyd's fine. Troutwine. Was Troutwine the orange and black? I think orange and black. Lloyd, give me an orange and black confirmation on Troutwine.
You know, he's got to get it all in. He goes to bed at about 9:20. So
we got him for 10 minutes. We've got him for 10.
Yeah, I feel like let me just get my comments out.
I think Kevin Francie was on Troutwine, if I remember that. All right, well, back to Fairfield Little League. That's how we got on this. All right, so we're doing what?
Were you late today? Because you were at that was a stupid joke. Lloyd wanted to know if you were late because you were picking out a shower curtain at Target.
No. Believe it or not, I got home. So I took a half day and I went golfing and I got home. No one was home. I was like, where is everybody? She was like, oh, I'm at Target with the girls.
Yeah, you could have made a 9 p.m. podcast.
I was watching a Little League game, dude. I told you. What do you want? Turn it off in the 6th inning?
I have never been deprioritized more.
You told me. I said, this is my plan.
I've lost to Paige Becker. I've lost to WNBA games.
No, you lost to Gino Oriema. You didn't lose to Paige Becker.
Little League World Series.
Becker with an S. You'll have me back into the season. I'll be at 9:20 every Wednesday.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've lost to over 40 hoops.
That's Tuesday night. I'm actually retiring from over 40 hoops. I'm only going to play on Monday, so I can do any night. We need to figure out what the rhythm's going to be because we had no DeVito last season. And according to the text messages we got, people seem to like DeVito.
Yeah, DeVito does pretty good. DeVito got good ratings.
I'm not.
Wow, Lloyd, the comments are really shaking you.
I'm not commenting on that.
Mike, are you a part of the WNBA like crypto promotion that's going on or no? No. Okay, just making sure.
Thanks, Dan. Dan, thanks for joining us. All right, we'll figure out the season timing when we get going. We've got this week, we've got next week, we've got Michael Turner the week after, and then we got draft. So we got to fill the airways this week. You got to fill the airways next week. But this week we've got a bunch of stuff to cover. You put some topics for us to continue to talk about the league. We did our first AI ranking of the year. I'm telling you, I was surprised with what the system told me. And then we'll get into some other stuff. But let's go to it. Let's hear it.
All right.
Hey, did you get feedback, by the way, after last week? Christian seemed to like it.
Yeah, people loved it. And we got a lot of views. And we have 3 people watching us right now. Shout out to live viewers.
What up, live viewers?
What up, live viewers? All right, let's talk about some trending topics. Seeing as this is a fantasy football podcast, and we do talk, and we're from Milford, and so a lot of people come here wanting Milford takes on fantasy football stuff.
Always.
So I want to ask you some trending topics right off the break. So a lot has happened since we last talked last week. There's been a whole round of preseason games.
A koosh ball.
What's that?
A koosh
you
ball.
got a koosh ball? The hell did you get a koosh ball from down there?
I don't even mind. It was sitting on my desk.
The paperweight for those papers that you got to sign. All right, so the
DocuSign.
One of the big things that happened was the Tom Brady statue. I want to know your take. What is your take about the Tom Brady statue? What do you think? How do you think it looks? What is your?
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. I sadly, I was like, I don't know why, but I was like, oh my god, 6 o'clock. I'm going on YouTube and watching the Patriots channel. I felt like I owed it to Tom Brady. I think Robert Kraft sounds drunk every time he talks.
Dude, he does not sound good.
Okay. Either he's having a stroke or he's drunk.
I would say the former. He's old, dude. He's got to be in his 80s.
Yeah. He's just walking around Gillette just plastered all the time.
What did you think of Brady's, like, the actual content of the speech? I have a take.
It's too scripted. He can't do anything. He can't do anything normal. He's always plastic.
It was like, let me tell a joke. Let me write a joke. And I'm like, dude, how about you just say something from the heart? You don't need a speech. Just like be like, hey, thanks. Ever like the stupid Belichick joke.
There's room for improvement. What do you think about the statue itself? Do you think it looked weird?
It's too big.
Okay. I think that the head's too small.
The head's way too small because the body's too big.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be because when he played, he wore those big rib pads and everything like that. So he looks like a barrel, but I do think it looks a little weird.
I thought the head was too small for the body, or the body. I think the body was too big for the head.
Still better than Dwayne Wade's.
The face, though, very, very real face. Good replica of the face. Better than Ronaldo, better than Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. All right. Over the weekend, a kicker hit a 70-yard field goal in a preseason game that would have been a new record, beating proud Baltimorean Justin Tucker's record. Mike, will you ever be open to having kickers back in the league?
No.
Why not?
I hate kickers. I hate everything about kickers.
70-yard field goal.
If I had a guy who kicked a 70-yard field goal, I would love to do that.
What if you won your week on a 70-yard field goal? That would be amazing.
That'd be kind of cool.
How much would a 70-yard field goal be worth in this league if a missed extra point was worth -10?
15 points.
Wow. That's 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns.
Do you remember, did you ever have, we had random kickers do you remember any kickers that you had? Who were your kickers?
I kept 2 kickers one year. Kept 2. I kept Mike Vanderjack and Jason Elam because I couldn't make up my mind. I had the kicker market cornered back in 2003.
I feel like you would have loved Janikowski back in the day.
I know. I could never get him. He was always on Space's team. I really like that. Wow, 4 people watching us. Shout out. I really liked Vanderjack. He was and Elam, man. Those 50 yards in Denver. Oh, loved him. Who was your kicker? It's probably like Wilkins or something.
Mason Crosby. I had Mason Crosby a ton.
All right. Next topic, Aaron.
Would you seriously bring kickers back?
I would. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? It's fantasy. If we all have kickers back, who cares? It's not going to decide the league. It'll just be for fun. Maybe it might decide. It might decide something. That's what it should be. It should be like, I don't know, like a game could go down to a kicker.
Dude, the last 2 finals have been decided by less than 5 points. If kickers were involved, kickers would have made the difference. Like, come on. I
don't know. We would have abolished them permanently.
I would rather have a debate on bringing individual defensive players back than I would on kickers. You could, if someone made a pitch to me and described the scoring system, I could be convinced on individual defensive players. I really could. Because I think it'd be a cool wrinkle.
I think if we did one individual player, one individual defensive player, that'd be cool.
One.
But then I don't know, that'd be kind of hard because would you pick a DB? I don't know how the scoring works. Anyway, next trending topic. Mike, these are supposed to be fast. Next trending topic.
Sorry.
Aaron Rodgers thinks his new helmet looks like a spaceship and he hates it. How do you feel about that? Have you seen Aaron Rodgers in his new helmet?
Aaron Rodgers is my least favorite, least interesting person in the NFL to talk to. He's going to stink. I don't think he's starting quarterback in Pittsburgh in 8 weeks. I couldn't care less about anything he says. he's going to get Mike Tomlin fired. How about that? How's that for an Aaron Rodgers thing?
Oh, Matt, that would be impressive. He's definitely not the least entertaining person in the NFL. He's the most entertaining person in the NFL. He's just obnoxious. But yeah, he has openly complained because he's 41 years old. They're making him wear a special helmet. He goes, "It looks like an effing spaceship." Was his exact
Hey, what do you
words.
think about all the helmets with the things on it? Like the big helmets?
I don't really mind it. Oh, I think that if you're practicing, you should definitely wear those things. I've had, I think, multiple concussions at practice. If those could be avoided, that would have been so much better.
Do you think you lead the league in concussions?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably.
And there's been a lot of up there.
Yeah, I had concussions skiing. Like I had concussions doing everything.
Makes sense.
Vikings fans, shame on them, canceling their season tickets because the Vikings have introduced male cheerleaders. What do you think about that? You're a girl dad. We're a woke podcast, according to Kate DeLuca. What do you think about?
Wait, what did she say about us?
Kate DeLuca thought I was talking to my sister earlier today, and we were talking about the topics, and I brought up the cheerleaders, and she said, "Which side are you on?" And I was like, "Obviously, we're a woke podcast. That's terrible that Vikings fans are saying that." How do you feel about it?
Make cheerleading great again is how I feel about it.
You know how I feel. You know what else is crazy? NFL team with the most male cheerleaders?
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens, 19 male cheerleaders.
I gotta say, I'm surprised by that.
Hey, we know what's going on in Baltimore. We cheer on our Ravens.
It's one of those things that you sent it through. I looked it up. I couldn't care any less. Well,
what about Chloe Holiday? Did you look at the last topic, Chloe Holiday?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, I didn't know about it either. This was brought up to me earlier today, and now I'm obsessed.
All right.
All right. If you're a weirdo, if you're one of the 6 people watching at home right now, and you're watching this podcast, go ahead and Google Chloe Holiday. She used to be the what do they call those things? The people that like spun the batons. She was in Alabama and she like spun the baton. Anyway,
why is she in this? Why am I looking at this person? Who is she?
She just got hired by the Tennessee Titans, and she's going to be like a baton twirler. I'm telling you right now, Google Chloe Holiday. You will not be upset, and you might become a Tennessee Titans fan because
she's legitimately been hired. She's been hired to be a baton twirler.
Dude, that's how beautiful she is, and she's actually nasty at it too. I watched some videos of her spinning. So,
we should hire.
I know. I was like, what? Why? First of all, Patriots should have been on top of this to begin with. They should have had her up front.
Too cold.
Too cold. Yes. Anyway, she is going to be probably the best thing to watch at the Tennessee Titans game. So I'm down. I'm glad I could enlighten you the same way I was enlightened earlier today.
I didn't know who it was, and I purposely didn't Google it before the pod.
Oh, God. Well, now that everyone's Googling it, we lost 3 people until the podcast.
That's okay. Good feedback from Dadir, and he likes the kicker talk. Thanks, Christian. Those are good. You keep me all this news you're feeding me. That's a good thing for me.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to keep you up to date. Now I got to keep you up to date on the hot gossip.
I'm more in the loop on what's going on in real football land.
Are you really?
Hey, by the way, I did my my scoring systems.
For what? Projections?
1, 3, 5, and 7. We'll get there later, but go ahead. Hot gossip. Let's gossip.
Yeah, short tease. The whole thing is about Mike's preseason, but you got to save the best to the end. I got to get through I got to make people. I got to show how responsible we are, and then I got to talk about some news. All right, let's talk about the hot gossip. Or the hot gossip. I don't like saying that, but we're gonna go down it. So, what basically this segment is about for everyone at home? We're gonna talk about the news that's going on. We got keepers coming up. Everyone's going to have to cut their roster down to 10 in like 2 weeks. So now there's been some keeper moves, or there's been some news, and I want to know how this affects keepers, in your opinion. So, Mike, I'm going to name a player. I'm going to go through some things about what's going on with that person. You tell me how it affects their keepers and what you think is going to happen for the season. And we'll start with someone on your team.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The big news of the day for everyone at home, James Cook, running back on the Buffalo Bills, was going to hold out for a lot bigger contract, was going to hold back the Buffalo Bills, probably one of the best offenses in the NFL. Today, Cook signs a massive contract, long-term deal. Mike, how does this feel? How do you feel, first of all, about
great.
The contract being settled? You don't have to worry about a holdout. You must be feeling good.
I feel great. I was nervous last week about what's going to happen with Cook. I'm glad he's back. It's still, I tried to trade him last year. Even this offseason, I've floated him a little bit. Nobody seems to want him. But what it did do, and to your point, I did the keepers and I went through it and I have the rankings of who I think people should keep. I have 11 guys I want to keep. So I'm going to need to make a move. So if people are listening, I want to cut my roster down. If there's someone you're looking for, I'm open. James Cook, 4-year, $48 million contract. I like having mouths in a good offense. So I was happy to see it.
All right, so this is my question. So with Keon Coleman, this seems to be the big player on your team. So anyone that doesn't know, Keon Coleman is a wide receiver on the Bills. He's getting a ton of flash in the preseason. They're like, this guy looks incredible. Mike, you got him on your team. He looks like he might be on the bubble type of guy.
He is.
He's
very much.
With James Cook signing, now you have 2 Buffalo Bills, a running back and a wide receiver on the same team. Would Keon Coleman be somebody that you try to move in this 11 guys that you're trying to get rid of? Or is that...
I'm going to need to get rid of somebody. I will tell you, philosophically, one of the things I always look at is I try to predict what offenses I think are going to be good, and then grab mouths in that offense. The Bills were top 3 offense in the NFL last year. I don't mind having 2 guys on their team.
Oh, okay.
But I'm telling you, I need to make a move. As it stands today, I need to get under 10. I need to get to 10.
Are you willing to lower your standards to make a move? Just like,
oh, I have high standards, you know me.
Dating in college. You're not going to lower standards at all.
No, of course I will. I mean, I don't think I'm going to go to DeLuca level standards, but I'll lower my standards.
Understandable. You
You
play with the pigs, you get covered in mud.
Have you started to look at like what your decisions are going to be for your keepers, or you're not there yet?
I think I've got a pretty basic 10 that I got to go with. I'm really not. My big thing is I don't really know. Dak Prescott. I don't know.
There's one guy on your team that I'm curious what you're going to do with. We don't need to talk about it live on the air. We can talk off the air.
All right. Well, I got 4 other guys I wanted to talk about. Jordan Love. So Jordan Love, if you're drafting at home and you're looking at a quarterback, I would avoid Jordan Love. He has an issue with his left thumb that looks like he might not be ready for opening week 1. So if Brian Casey doesn't have Jordan Love, he has to go back to Herbert, which means it's kind of a rough start. Brian Casey, this is going to be a tight league. You lose a loss early costs the same as a loss late. Do you think that Casey will be concerned about this?
I think he's got to be a little worried. When I projected out keepers, I actually do have Case keeping both quarterbacks.
Wow.
Because I don't know if I can trust either of them. And the other guys on his roster, when you get to 11, like the trade you're making is like, would you rather keep Love and Herbert or Austin Eckler, who's a backup running back in Washington? Like he's not his 11th guy. His team got thin pretty fast. So I think he keeps both. I think he has to be worried about Jordan Love, but again, that's another offense I would look at and say the Packers have a very good offense. And if Case is looking long-term, I don't think he's worried.
Wow. See, I totally disagree.
You disagree. I can tell you totally disagree.
I think he cuts both like that. So that's the situation. Is like he doesn't want Herbert. We're fine with that. Herbert's probably going to get cut. But now if you can't go with Love on week 1, what do you do?
So the only thing
he's got 10 talented players. Why not cut Love and Herbert, keep the 10 talented players, and come back and get a quarterback later?
See, I don't think he has 10 great players other than them. So here's the 6 I have him cutting. You tell me who he would keep over those guys.
Okay.
Amari Cooper, who's not on the roster.
Okay.
Nick Chubb, who theoretically you could keep if Mixon's out, but he's a backup running back in Houston. Austin Eckler, backup running back in Washington. Adonai Mitchell, 3rd receiver in Indianapolis. Neither quarterback can throw. Xavier Legette, 3rd receiver in Carolina. Devontae Wicks, 4th receiver in Green Bay. So, in theory, I agree with you, but I don't know if any of those guys are keepable.
I would keep Chubb over Herbert, but then you don't have a quarterback. I don't know.
I don't think it's a huge deal.
Good. I like Nick Chubb. Is it just because of his name?
Didn't he blow out his knee again? It's a good question to consider going into the season. And if I look back last year, and not everybody kept a quarterback. 2 years ago, D'Adarian cut all of his quarterbacks and then redrafted Hurts. There is a precedent of people going into the draft with no quarterbacks. And I think there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks in that middle section that you could scoop up. But so projecting out, I have 3 or 4 teams that did keep 2 quarterbacks.
Oh my goodness. How many? Wait, so I know last year Lloyd didn't keep any.
No.
And I think this year I have him projected again to not keep any. His quarterback was like Sam Darnold. So
I have him on the fence. His 10th guy is a quarterback to me. I do have him keeping 1.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's talk about
see if I have anybody. I could see. I think I have everybody keeping 1. I have everybody keeping one. Lloyd's the one who wouldn't.
Who do you have me keeping? Dak, my boy, ready to go. See
Dak,
the NFC.
I told you, dude, the 11th person that I have, that's the question I have for you.
Who is it? I'll talk to you.
Would you keep 2 and keep Caleb Williams?
No, Caleb Williams gone.
No chance.
No chance at all. Doesn't even honestly, I have Swift too, so I would like to just have the running back in that offense. I've been sitting on Dak. I'd drop Caleb Williams. He's available for anyone out there.
I will tell you, when I went through your keepers, were solid.
Hey, we don't need to talk about my team. My team's.
I'm just saying they were better than I expected. They were better than I expected.
No, thank you. I don't want to curse my team. Thank you though. What I do want to curse is Brendan Ayuk.
Speaking of cursed.
Speaking of somebody who's cursed, how about Brendan Ayuk? He's recovering from a blown knee. So this guy, he was a wide receiver on the 49ers. He had like contract disputes all last year. He's very talented. Then at the end of the last year, he blew out his knee. So it's very bad timing to have a knee injury at the end of the year. It says that they just went through like all the preseason stuff. They said that he might not be ready until week 6. DeVita has him. DeVita doesn't need him. It looks like he's not going to be ready until until middle of the season, probably full go by the end of the year. Does DeVita consider moving?
Who's going to take him? Who's going to take him right now as a keeper?
I'd take him.
I don't know. What would you do if you're Andy? Andy's team, I told you, is in a rough spot. What would you do with Ayuk if you're Andy? Keep him and then wait till he comes back and then trade him?
No, I'd trade him right now. I'd trade him to anybody who's a contender and be like, do you want Ayuk? Give me a pick. You got to put things into perspective. Like you got to give deals that people want to get done. Like no one really wants Ayuk, but you want to make a deal that gets it. I wouldn't feel bad if I gave up a 2nd round pick for him, a 3rd round pick. I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Who would you go after? Like if you're Andy and you're like, all right, I got Ayuk. He's not going to help me. I'm already probably the thinnest team. I need to get younger, not older. Who do you go to? Like who's the first call you'd make?
Probably Breen. He's got all the 1st round picks. Doesn't want to do it.
He ain't trading for Ayuk. That's not Breen's MO.
Spates has a couple first next year. And Andy and Spates have made, the Miss Press connection. They have made a lot of trades together, so I could see them. Probably doing something.
It's an interesting idea.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
DeVito. Anytime there's a 49er, go to DeVito. That's one of the rules of thumbs I have as well.
That's his favorite team.
I loves the 49ers.
Them, the Diamondbacks,
Florida Gators, Duke.
Florida Gators, a big team. Dallas Cowboys,
East Springfield.
Mike, a lot of feedback that you were a huge wimp asking DeVito questions.
I saw Nicole DeVito. She's like, hey, you were really scared. I was like, I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want it to go viral. And I was like, dude, I was like, this story was on TMZ. What if it got picked up and I'm on the pod? I was like, I don't want this.
There's gonna be some people that remain nameless, but so many were like, Mike, why did you stop asking questions?
Pete, honestly, God, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, why? I don't know.
People watch this.
I don't know.
You think our 3 viewers are gonna be
TMZ picked it up. That's all I can think. I can't have this.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but DeVito was even not caring. Like he was like, yeah, that guy's an asshole. He's in Argentina. You're like, oh, let's talk about fantasy. Guys, let's move it along, huh?
Nicole DeVito was like, dude, what was that? I was like, I got scared. I don't know what happened. Big time, dude.
Tajay Spears, he's a running back number 1 for the Tennessee Titans. If you haven't heard about him, he was the guy that replaced Derrick Henry when Derrick Henry came to Baltimore. He was supposed to be really good, and he's kind of been hurt a couple of times. Anyway, this is supposed to be his big year as a running back number 1 for Tennessee, and he sprains his ankle. He's going to miss the rest of the preseason, probably not going to be ready for the beginning of the season. If you are CJ Spates, you got more than enough talent to deal with this, right? Is he getting cut?
Cut or traded. I'd see if someone wants him. He's not even – Spates' team is deep. He's the 12th guy. He's not even the 11th guy. He's a cut. Easy cut.
Spates not even dealing with this. All right,
Easy
same
cut.
thing.
Spates won't even think about it.
Same thing. I'm going into the next one. Najee Harris on Lloyd's team. Great running back. Played for the Steelers for a long time. Hurt in a 4th of July firework accident where no one really knows what.
Superficial eye damage is what I heard.
No one knows what happened, but he apparently got a bottle rocket to the eye.
Hey, is there a picture of this, by the way? How has there not been a picture released of this guy's eye?
He's got good friends because no one said anything. Like
What
he
an
hasn't.
incredible PR team this guy has that his eye
Yes.
hasn't even leaked.
So, like Spates, is Lloyd just too good to be dealing with this stuff? And is he going to be cut too?
Well, let me ask you, both of these guys come to you.
Yeah.
And say third round pick. For one
Absolutely.
of these two, you can only take one.
I mean, I don't want to bet on the guy that shot a bottle rocket in his face, but so I guess I'd go with Tajay Spears because a sprained ankle sounds a little bit easier to deal with than a torn retinal.
For you, I would prefer Spears to. I don't think either of them get kept. I think both those teams are too good. I think if you're a team that needs early help, I actually think Najee, again, assuming he can see, I want to see a picture of the guy before I make any declarative statements. He could be an interesting starter the first couple weeks of the year. Again, I don't know if he has an eyeball, but he's going to get at the end of the season, he won't be the starter anymore. But the first couple weeks, I could see him actually being helpful. There's a couple of guys in the Najee bucket that I was like, I could see those guys having 2 or 3 weeks that are interesting. And so that would be the path. For you, I'd rather have Tajay.
Who else got injured with the fireworks?
The guy who lost his fingers. Giant. JPP.
Pierre-Paul. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's still walking around with like 3 fingers, right?
His fingers are gone. His fingers got blown off. Are we sure there's no Najee Harris?
What about it?
I want to see a picture.
I confirm all my news before I present it, Mike. Why would I ever lie?
No, I know it's happened. I just don't think I've seen a picture yet.
No, it's been really covered up. Like he just started practicing and they were like, what is he back from? They're like, remember he shot a rocket in his face? You're like, oh, geez, now that you say it, I do remember that.
Nothing. Incredible. Way to
go.
Right, well, so I think those two guys could be had. My advice to people who are trying to think and fill it out, do the exercise. Go through the teams and start to see who's got 10, who has 12, who has 8, and you can find pretty quickly who some people are you want to target and some decisions you want to make. Because I think those two guys are gettable if you want them.
I do too. You think that do you think they're going to fall out of the first round?
I don't know, and I haven't comped out the draft yet. Probably.
Those are good. Those are good players for this draft. Like that's not they're good running backs.
There's going to be a couple pretty good players that get cut.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of running backs.
It sounds like you've done the same exercise that I have. That you're starting to see these people that are getting cut. And it's like, oh, okay, there's going to be a lot of talent there.
There's going to be a lot, but I haven't done my rookie scouting yet. That's the thing I have to do before I get too confident.
I feel like they're all gone by the time I get there anyway. So what's the point of even scouting them? They're already been picked like 11 or 12.
Oh, right after me.
Which I could have traded for Michael Pittman, but denied that trade.
Darius keeping Pittman
or Rashard Bateman. The couple offers that have been out there. All right, that wraps up segment number 2, hot gossip. Mike, this is your segment.
All right, so
it is time.
Last season,
probably my favorite part of the entire year.
I'll do mine second. Last season, I started to incorporate ChatGPT, and there was good feedback of like, oh, they can. And so it was over the weekend. I was doing this work on the gift that I have for the league, and I was like, you know what? I got to start to prime the pump here with ChatGPT. And so I took our rosters, and I put our rosters into ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And it said, again, I think the rankings that it had were from like 2023. And I'm like, nope. So I then put ESPN rank and somebody else's rank. And I said, okay, use this as your source. Create your own rankings off these publications. Then I said, when you analyze the rosters, no positions, 6 to all the stuff. Tight ends aren't as valuable. Yeah, a little bias.
You do all this stuff.
I type it all in and I feed it and I hone it. And I'm like, tell me who makes the playoffs, what 4 teams make the playoffs, and then rank the teams. Mm-hmm. ChatGPT has their first preliminary rankings from ChatGPT on the season.
Here we go. I love it.
I didn't put keepers in. I didn't guess my keepers. They gave me a number system. I was very confused. Like somebody got a 600, somebody got an 800. How do you want me to go through it? Top to bottom or bottom to top?
Bottom to top. I want to know 10 first.
All right. Who is 10?
DeVita.
Yeah, DeVita's 10.
Nailed it.
I don't know how to calculate what they had.
1 for 1.
Who's 9?
I mean, geez, give me a second. Do you want to elaborate on DeVita being last? Was there any sort of points, like how far last?
It didn't do any of that for the bottom 7. It only did it for the top 4.
Okay.
Okay. So DeVita 10th according to ChatGPT. 9th.
I'm gonna go with me probably.
Pete DeLuca 9th.
I knew it. Look at me, 2 for 2. Let's see. 8 would probably be Breen because he doesn't have the rookies yet. You're already out of focus. Look at you.
Nope, not Breen. Breen is not 8th. Breen is not 8th.
Not Breen. Who is it then?
I will tell you there's a big jump. I think what they're saying is DeVita's approximately 400. DeLuca's approximately 450. And in 8th is DeVito, who's at approximately 600.
Wow, that's a big fall.
DeVito's 8th. Then the next 2 are the same number, 7 and 6.
Okay, 7 and 6 are the same. That would be Casey and you?
I'm just going to tell you, ChatGPT and you are not aligned. Jeff Innes is 7.
Wow. I am not aligned. Yeah.
Mike Colelli is 6.
I was pretty close. I said you would get all right.
This is now when, it just spit it back to me. So then we have 5, and then we have the playoff predictions.
Holy cow. So we are looking at, wow, Mike, you coming off the board at 6 is surprising to me. Innes at 7 is very surprising. Honestly, DeVito at 8 is surprising. Okay, at 5, I'm going to go with Darian here because Darian doesn't get a lot of love from the ChatGPT crowd. No, okay. Shit. Who is it?
Team 5 is CJ Spates.
Wow. There is some surprises. You teased surprises and you delivered.
It's interesting. When ChatGPT analyzed CJ's team, and then I did my exercise where I do 7. ChatGPT's view is that Spates has a lot of depth, but not high-end talent. I didn't agree. I have CJ as the second team in my preview, but I will say if you look at CJ's team versus Lloyd's team, Lloyd has much more high-end talent. Then Lloyd's top of the stack is a cut above everybody, but Spates 5th in ChatGPT preseason rankings.
Wow. Okay. For the people at home, it's DeVita at 10th, me at 9th, Steve at 8th, Innes at 7th, Mike at 6th, Spates at 5th. That means that the 4 playoff teams in no particular order are Christian, Casey, Breen, and Lloyd. How do they fall?
So the 4th team is very close to Spates, but it's the 4th team.
I'm still going to say Darian.
It's Kevin Breen.
Wow, Breen.
Kevin Breen is a top 4 team, according to ChatGPT, mostly on the combination of Josh Allen, Marvin Harrison, and Nico Collins as the 3 people that lifted him over the top of everybody else. And he's
Josh Allen.
Spates is 900. Spates is 950. Breen is 960. So I don't even know how they calculated these numbers or it. And then 3 and 2 are close, and 1 isn't even close. I'm going to tell you 1, according to ChatGPT, is not even close.
Okay.
So who's 3? Who's 2?
I think I know who 1 is, so I'm going to hold off on that. All right. I keep on saying Darian, so I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to go with that. The 3rd seed, I'm going to go with Casey, Brian Casey.
You should have gone to Darian. Darian's 3.
I'm telling you, Darian likes messing with me.
1,256.
Wow. That's pretty high up. Even though I have no context to what these numbers are or where you got them from, I am impressed by 1,546.
Me too. It's a big number. But right above him with 1,282 is Brian Casey.
Yeah.
ChatGPT loves Brian Casey's team.
Get out of here. And well, listen, I know Brian Casey. That's great. But the bigger story is who's sitting at number 1.
Pete,
might also be sitting in our live stream right now watching this.
It's not even that he was number 1. He's 1,500 points. So he's 300 points more than Dan Larkin is number 1 by a landslide, according to ChatGPT.
How? Do you realize what this means for this year? This is so entertaining. This is a franchise that has never won. It has been the punchline.
What the?
He is overly projected to win the Super Bowl against 9 Sharks, quite frankly.
Have you done the work? Have you done the keepers?
No.
Okay, I did that as well.
I got the gist of them, yeah.
I'm going to make a statement. It's my preseason statement. I think Lloyd is going to have a historically good season this year. Like, could be top 10 team of all time.
We talking undefeated?
I could see it.
We talking top 10 scoring team all time?
Yep. He's got like 6 guys entering their prime.
What's the thing that's going to prevent it? What's the thing that's going to prevent it?
Him and his quarterback. Like,
I still don't have the quarterback.
I still don't know if I trust him, but dude, he was number 1 when I did the rankings. He was number 1 on ChatGPT. He has the chance to be a historic team.
But the same reason why Breen is coming in at 4th is because he has Josh Allen. Like, can you imagine if he ever did anything? Oh my God! Remember, he could have got Mahomes, and he didn't do it.
Done anything. He could have won last year if he did anything. That's why I don't think he can go into the season with no quarterback. I think he has to make a statement.
Would you trade? No, you wouldn't. He's not going to trade for a quarterback, would he? I mean, who do you even trade for? He's not going to get Allen. He's not going to get Jackson. He's not going to get Mahomes. I mean, you're flexing your eyebrows over there. You want to make a trade, huh?
No, he shouldn't take Kyler. Kyler's too middle of the road for him. I know who you should go after.
Who?
DeVito.
Yeah, Burrow, right?
Burrow's an Innis's team. He traded him last year. Go get Lamar, dude.
He should have gotten Burrow because then he could have Chase and Burrow, and that was available last year.
You could have had that for nothing.
Yeah, DeVito is going to give it away.
Nothing.
All right, so the moral of the story, Dan, you got to do something. You're out there listening.
So when I did it for me, I had Lloyd 1. Remember, I do 1, 3, 5, 7. Lloyd 1 at 50. Spates 2 at 48. I have Innis 3, dude. Innis's team is really good.
Wow, they have him at 7.
I have Innis at 46. I looked at his keepers. He's got. Again, I'm making the assumption McCaffrey's healthy, but he's got McCaffrey and Burrow as his top end. But then he has talent really all up and down the roster. I don't even have a 1 on his team. You could argue Laporta because I don't like tight ends, but he could cut Laporta and bring Dobbins up. Dude, his team is very, very, very good. Better than I expected.
Interesting. So
and then I have 4 and 5. I have Christian and I tied at 42. We're tied for 4th, and then I have so I have a top 5. Those are my top 5, and then the next one for me is DeVito 36, Breen and Casey 34, you at 30, and DeVito way down at 24. DeVito's team is not very good. Those are my rankings with my predictions.
Is DeVito more likely to not have a win compared to Lloyd more likely to be undefeated?
I think it's more apt Lloyd goes undefeated than DeVito goes winless. It's very hard not to win a game.
You don't have yourself as a playoff team?
I have Christian and I tied. I'm right there. I have myself in 4th.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself in 8 straight years or what?
Yeah, I'll make it. If you made me pick today, my teams pre-draft, that's not my official picks for the year, are Lloyd, Spates, Innis, and me. Those are, I think, the best 4 teams in the league. And I think Lloyd wins that. Dude, I
had Lloyd, Darian, Innis, Mike was my 4. And I think
whoa. No Spates.
No Spates. I don't know. It's kind of I think that I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it was such an epically good year last year. He's already having some bad things happen injury-wise.
Yeah.
And he's just historically like not really, but like CJ's good. He's not like historically in the playoffs every single year. Unlike somebody like Mike Kaleli. I mean, come on.
Stalworth.
I put you in the playoffs last year and you laughed at me.
You did. I did. Pete, yeah. I'm telling you, dude, I really think Larkin, if he coaches appropriately, has a chance to be an all-time team. Dude, his team is loaded.
This could be unbelievable. This could be everything I want. We might have to shut down the league after this.
I hope he is.
What else is left?
Is he still listening? I don't know. I'm not even messing with him.
He's still there.
I'm being dead serious, by the way.
I know you are. I agree with you that he is the best team. I think that a historic run is in range. It's just so hard to believe. And it's just so cool. I'm very proud of it. I think it's awesome.
The team that the most intriguing to me coming into the rest of the offseason, the draft, is Kev, because he's going to have Genty. So all these picks are not even with one of the best. Again, he's had the one pick like 4 years in a row, and somehow none of them are good. He's one of the safest first picks in a fantasy draft in a long time.
Yeah. At least it's like a consensus. And so they don't even consider that in the rankings when they do it, right?
Didn't even feed it in.
So that probably bumps them up to 3 or 2 or 3, so or maybe 3. So I
mean, you look, because to me, if Genty's that good, he has stalwart quarterback, I think one of the 5 best receivers in Nico Collins, and potentially a top 10 running back in Genty. His team, I will say, when I went through it, they thin out very quickly.
Thins out real quick.
It thins out real quickly.
Yeah. Especially with some of the injuries and shit. But that Josh Allen is always the key. And that's the problem, is that, like, as long as you have Josh Allen, he could score the week and win the week. So
I got another prediction on Kev.
All right.
I think he keeps Drake May. I think he keeps 2 quarterbacks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the value in that. Really?
He's had 2 quarterbacks before. And again, the difference that Kev has is he has, I think, the first and the 4th pick. So his 10 keepers, he really has 11 keepers because he has Genty. And the 4th pick was going to be somebody good. So if he likes Travis Hunter, he can get Travis Hunter at 4.
Wow. I never really thought about that. 11 keepers compared to everyone else when you have the first overall pick. Like, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Thanks. That's how I think about
it. That's how I think about it. Yeah, no, that's scary. I really don't have much of a take on it, but if the thing is, I feel like he could cut. He's a big redraft guy. So all of a sudden he's protecting Drake May when he probably could draft him in like 4th round.
Again, these are his cuts according to me.
Okay.
Isaac Guardado.
Isaac Guardado is a good player.
He's not keeping the backup running back in San Francisco. Trey Benson. He's not keeping Trey Benson. Blake Corum. He's not keeping Blake Corum. Jalen Wright. He's not keeping Jalen Wright. No. Tank Dell, who's not playing this season. He's not keeping Tank Dell. And the last one is Khalil Shakir. Talk to me about a redraft guy. He's a 3rd round pick.
Yeah. What if wow.
He's keeping May.
He might keep 2 quarterbacks, and one of them might be a 2nd-year New England Patriots quarterback.
I think he's keeping May. If you go through this and you see, like, should Lloyd look at that and be like, whoa, 2 teams keeping 2 quarterbacks, maybe 3 teams keeping 2 quarterbacks? Do you look at things differently because of that? Does it make you value your quarterback more?
Yes. Yeah, and it should. I think he's in a really rough spot without a quarterback. And I think that it becomes there's a reason why people are holding on to 2. It's not just because like, you can keep a little bit of pressure on Lloyd by trying to find him week to week. And I think that collectively the league is probably like, if I can keep a couple quarterbacks and keep my foot on his throat from getting somebody, I mean, he is 1 quarterback away from this league not being very fun.
Yep.
So yeah, interesting.
So I think that's it. I don't know. It's fun. It's a good exercise to do. It forces you to see the league in an objective way. It's a good exercise.
You want to pod next week?
Sure. What do we talk about, though? Do we predict keepers? Can we do that? Will people get mad at us if we do that?
I don't know.
Should we do a guest? Do you want to do the Darian segment next week?
Oh, yeah. Let's do a guest. We haven't had...
Let's get Christian. I think Christian's listening. See if he wants to do it next week with us.
Yeah, I owe Christian we owe
and
Christian
then, by the way, Michael Turner's me, you, and Jeff. We don't have the boys on. So we could have 2 weeks with no boys.
2 weeks with no that wouldn't be bad. Oh, Christian. Hey, did you see Christian dropping a text message? He loves the kicker talk.
I told you. I just said that on the pod.
I didn't catch that. We should do. I'm telling you, bring back the kickers, baby.
Oh, don't get me going.
I would go. Oh my God, David Akers, just lock him in every day, every week.
I don't know who I even wanted to kicker now. Young Woo Kim, is that a guy? Who's the guy?
Yeah, I'd probably go with that. I think it's Cream Up Some Young Guy. That guy, I think he's a good kicker.
Let's talk about football.
All right. I think that's it for this one.
See you next week.